Good evening, and thank you for joining in again with me, B. Rochelle, as we continue to emerge out of the soils of life into divine purpose. Now, I want to give you this today. Out of all the deception that's going on in the world today, all of the confusion, here's something I want to give you and leave with you. Hopefully that you'll download, because this is something I believe that will totally transform your life. Now, I know that we've all heard the saying, don't judge a book by its cover, right? But I want to switch that today. Don't judge a book by its cover, but know it by its pages. So I want to go today to Matthew. We're going to go to Matthew chapter 7, verse 15 through 20. And it says, "Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves. By their fruit you will recognize them. Do people pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Likewise, every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire." Now, verse 20, which is my favorite, is what today is grounded on. "Thus, by their fruit, you will recognize them." So, I say all of that to say this. I've had multiple situations, multiple times where I've been given advice, and I'm used to giving advice, but when you really think about it, everything that we need to know is really right in front of our eyes. And the answer to everything we want to know is right here in the Word. So as I was going about my day today and seeing a couple things, which I will also insert in the video soon, but I just saw how sometimes we do things or we go about things not really knowing what we're doing. Now, think of it like this. If you're over a garden and you're in charge of the fruits in the garden, you're in charge of everything that grows in the garden, it's up to you to decide what is planted. So I kind of thought of it like this. Like God is saying, here's a garden. You plant what you choose in your garden because God gives us free will, right? Okay. So he's given us the free will to basically plant whatever we choose in our garden, meaning our life, what we allow to be planted in our life. And it's up to us to oversee that. Now, granted, just like I know you've heard the saying, you reap what you sow. It's true. So we have to make sure we know what it is that we're sowing or what seed it is that we're allowing to be planted in our life, because it's going to grow and it's going to fluctuate. It's going to come to fruition. It's going to basically come into its fullness in our life. So you have to be careful what it is that you plant in your life or allow to be planted. It's basically like planting something and waiting for the harvest. The harvest that you'll receive is based on what you plant. Now, I know we all know the story as well. We've all heard the story about Adam and Eve. Think about it like this. Just like God says we will know a thing by its fruit, I thought about Eve. He told Eve that out of all the trees in this garden, you can eat all of them but this one tree. And that tree was a tree that was made up of evil. And so you have all these trees that have good fruit, knowing them by its fruit. On them, there's a tree of good and there's a tree of evil. There's fruit that's good, there's fruit that's evil. It's the same in life, you guys. We have people in our lives, we have jobs, we have places that we go, we have decisions that we make, but they all will produce fruit. So what are we allowing to be planted? Just like I said, deception is at an all-time high now. And it's because we don't really know much. We don't know certain things. We don't try to learn. We don't try to get in our word and actually get what the truth is, what God gives us as truth, to be able to have the answers that we're really looking for. Now, as I go about my days now and becoming more sensitive to my surroundings, even when I was at work, I saw, as I was in this person's home, and in their home, you would think by looking at it, the cover, right? The cover of their house, the book, the cover of it, you would think by looking that it's a peaceful home. The home is full of peace, it's beautiful, it's big, it's clean. You would think that by looking at the cover of it, by looking just at how it is. But when you actually look through the pages, meaning you actually see in the house, you see certain decorations in the house, or certain things, certain books, certain things they might have in there. By actually digging in and looking at the details of a thing, you see how deception could be so slick and just moved in. So I'm going to show you here what it is that I saw, so then I could give you a view of exactly what I mean. Okay, look. Now, as you can see, this is some of the decorations in one of the young woman's rooms. And look here. Also, this is another one. It's in the bathroom. Yeah. So we can easily be deceived, because this is really what it's representing. So we really got to know, y'all. We really got to know. So that's just to give you guys an example of what I mean. It's so easy to be deceived. It's so easy to be manipulated by things that are going on. So it's important to be rooted and grounded in the word that is truth, so that you can live and really know what's going on around you. So it makes me think about innocence versus accountability. When I thought about it, I got the scripture in Corinthians. Let's go there. It's 1 Corinthians. I want you guys to read this stuff, because again, it's good. You want to know this. You want to know this so you know what's going on. You want to know so you can be able to look in your life and evaluate as well, and be able to pluck the things out that are not supposed to be in your life, aka garden. So in 1 Corinthians 13 verse 11, it says, "When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man," and again, that's for man and woman, just whoever's watching is talking to you. "But when I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me." So that lets us know, just here in Corinthians and in Matthew, is so many things that we can really see in the word that lets us know how to basically judge a thing, or know what a thing is by its fruit. So again, we don't have to go in life trying to judge a book by its cover, or not judge a book by its cover. Just look at the pages. Look at what it's producing. Look at what this person is showing you about them. Look at what this job is saying about what they believe in, the system that they operate in. Just think about all the things that are around you, and know that if you actually get in your word, it will reveal the truth in all things. So let's not be deceived. Let's get in our word. Let's learn what it says and actually apply it. So that way we don't have to go to everyone else for advice all the time, or just hope that someone can give us clarity on a thing. It's in the word. So I encourage you guys to get in your word, seek it out, seek the face of God, actually get clarity for your life, so you can make actual substance in the decisions that you make, and actually live a life that's according to his plan. Thank you for watching again as we continue to emerge here with B. Rochelle. Have a great night. Bye.